Hey you guys, what's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome in, welcome back. Ooh. If you were looking for a yes or no, it's a yes. If you're feeling pulled or called to do something, you should definitely do it. Especially if it's emotionally driven. There's a really big payout for that. Anyways, take what fits, leave what doesn't. This is going to be a general message. You don't have to be a Libra, although it helps. You could even be watching for a Libra. But yeah, take what fits, leave what doesn't. Wow, that judgment is still there. Still at the bottom. So let's see what we get. I'm going to do a full Celtic cross spread. This is the Light Seers Tarot. What do we have for Libra? That's a lot. The Wheel of Fortune. I guess we're not doing a full Celtic. Five of Cups, Six of Swords, and Chariot. Wow. Okay, and then we have Nine of Swords to the Star. What? Ooh, that's a bump in the road. That's a couple bumps in the road. But here you are trucking through, not giving up hope. Making the best of the situation. Very much about the silver lining. Silver lining. I hope the sun's not. See the silver lining. And then over here, it's on the string. Wheel of Fortune to the Five of Cups. Right when you think you're on top. Right when you think everything's going your way and you're on top of the world. Boom. Loss, sadness, grief, mourning. There's this unexpected energy with that. Like you really did not expect that to happen. But then we have the Six of Swords and the Chariot. The Six of Swords to me is kind of like you are just moving forward the best way you know how. And then the Chariot is divine forward movement. So it's like you say how you want to handle this and the divine's going to back you up. Is really what I'm getting with that. Then we have the Nine of Swords to the Star. So I feel like something just, it eats at you. It hurts. It's deep. It's very, very deep. But you're not giving up hope. As dark as it may seem, as nightmare as this story is, you're not giving up hope. You're not giving up faith. Some of you feel really alone, like nobody sees you. But 717 could be significant. You are seen. Oh, look, 567. Interesting. And the wheel is 10. 12 is the Hanged Man. All right, so patience, temperance, time to heal. You did need time to heal from something, huh? I saw strength during the shuffle with temperance and the Star and strength. That's all the angels. All the angels are here with you. There's also 3 big somethings that are going to happen for you. Getting soon. There's something you have to release first. That makes so much sense. Death, rebirth. There's something you have to release first. And I think it's your immediate response, whether it be emotional, internal. There's an immediate response that you're having to this loss, to this, what it is you're fighting through. But then as you kind of start to sink into this new way of being, this new way of existing, this new way of moving forward with your life, it's almost like a new routine for some of you. There's this there's other things that you're settling into as well. They've been reminding me all fucking morning to bring in my plants. I have some plants outside that are actually house plants. And now it's getting cold. It's starting to get cold. So I'm going to have to bring those in. I think today is the day. I don't want to leave them out there in the cold too long. But I don't want to bring them in just yet. I want the spiders and stuff to have a chance to go, to crawl out of them before I bring them in the house. But there's something, okay, so maybe you're releasing something, maybe you're calling something in, but there's this new, it's going to change the energy in my home because I'm going to have plants from outside that are now in the house. And instead of knowing that the weather's going to take care of them out there, I'm going to have to take care of them in here, right? And plants don't always do that great in the house because they don't have that natural, with the bees and the humming and the buzzing. They say to get toothbrush and tickle, like an electric toothbrush, and tickle your plants with them. It mimics the pollination that the bees do. And that can make all the difference in keeping your house plants alive or not, right? There's something that's correlating with that story and with what you're going through here. There's this new energy that you're bringing in and you're settling in it because it's going to change the way something looks, the way something feels. Anyways, so this is a big change, big transformation. There she is, Judgment. Shouldn't even be surprised. Like I said, we kept seeing her during the shuffle. 13 and 20. I'm getting October. Oh, well, of course I'd get October for that. I'm October 13. That's partial. Oh, that's the 10, the wheel. 10, October, Oct. Oct is actually 8. Nov is 9. Deci, December, is 10. So that's interesting. October to December. Something could be going on October to December. That is winter. That is death. Actually, no. October to December is autumn. Unless you're in the southern hemisphere, then it's spring. There is something new that's coming to life. There's something that you're being called to do. You need to do it. It could be big, though. Big change can be scary. Unexpected change can be a bitch. For some of you, there could have actually been a death. 5 of Cups, Death card, 9 of Swords. I'm hearing unexpected and not very timely. So if you got people you need to make peace with them. There could be something happening via travel, or because of something happening, you are traveling more. That does almost look like a funeral procession now that I look at it. They've got the flag. And yeah, the Chariot can indicate, what are they called? A hearse? An interesting vehicle, a specific, special type of vehicle. The 6 of Swords can be any everyday vehicle. It can even be like bicycles and, but this could also indicate air travel a little bit because both of them are on top of the vehicles as they're moving. So I am getting like air up in the air. Whatever this is, you're rising above it. It's not taking you down. It's not, this isn't one of those abandoned ship, abort mission, fall back. It's not one of those situations, although there are going to be moments where it feels like that. It feels like that would be the proper response. There are some things happening that you just don't expect. You don't see it coming. And it's not to depreciate on, how psychic you are or are not. Yes, there are some things that we're just not meant to know. We're not. We're not. At least not yet. But luck is on your side. We started with the Wheel of Fortune. There are some major changes taking place though, guys. Some big ones. Some of you are moving. 10 of Swords. Now we have 10, 10, and 20 next to a 2. Could be seeing 1s and 2s. Or just numbers in order, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. I also have 5, 6, 7 right here. 8, 9. Oh, wow. And then 10. And between the 10, 10, they break down to 1, 1. That's 11. I mean, I could keep going. Yeah, the 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 12. 13 is Death. I mean, definitely with the consecutive numbers. Page of Cups. Yeah, you did not see something coming. You were not expecting this. There's a couple of whammies that are happening. There's a couple of unexpected things that you are receiving. There could be some kind of inheritance, but I'm getting a situation where you'd rather have the person. You don't want their things. You don't want their money. You wanted them. Fuck all these memories. I wasn't done making them anyways. Somebody's really torn. Somebody's really torn because it's almost like you have to say goodbye. You have to release something, but you don't want to. I can immediately feel the tears. Ooh. Yeah, you have to say goodbye to something here, possibly someone. And I am getting that reminder that it is equally as devastating, sometimes more difficult, to mourn someone that is actually still alive. It would be easier if they were dead, because then there is no, we can work on this. It just is what it is. And, you know, we can find resolution in that one way or another. But when they're still alive, it's unkept potential is what I'm hearing. I don't even know what unkept means. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But it's like a potential that's not being tapped into. Like, you still really have hope and faith that something could work out, but it's almost like you're too scared to risk it. You're too scared to go for something, or you're so convinced the other person would never, right? The other half of the scenario would never approve or want to move forward. And so you don't. But what if the shock is that they come forward, or you do have the strength and courage to come forward and things work out? What if it's just a different, I'm hearing department? Like, if you already got the no's, there's something else you haven't looked at. There's something else you haven't seen, you haven't become aware of. There is another way. Something is going to work. It's just, it's unexpected. So I don't know how to give it to you in the way that I'm not even sure, because I'm not receiving the full story. I am, but in bits and pieces. A mark has been made. Do you see all the indents on my card from my cats chewing it? There you go. You see all that craziness at the top? One of my cats chewed this card up pretty good. I feel like a mark has been made. Souls have really marked each other here. I can't shake you is what I'm hearing. I can't shake you. I can't shake this. You could really be struggling to let go of somebody here. But I feel like maybe these aren't just your emotions. Maybe they're also having a really hard time letting go of you. There are two people lost in the emotions right now, lost in the sauce, not knowing what to do. One person is really helpless, hopeless, not given a, probably not taking care of their hygiene. It's bad. Okay. Another person is what do I do? Like, they can't even form the sentence to make sense. Something is just very incoherent right now, and they're not even sure, what do I do with this? what do I do with this? I came across a piece of information earlier today, actually, and I'm like, this is huge. And I feel like I don't know what to do with this. And it was just some wild bit of information, like how, biblically speaking, Satan's death count is only 10, but God's death count is 2.8 million in the Bible. And then of Satan's 10 kills, he needed God's permission for all of them. So are those even his kills? Like, it really is when God says it's your time, you know? Fact or fiction, you know, whatever. But there's something here that it's like, it's so big, I don't know what to do with this. And it feels like emotions. It feels like hope that hasn't been, hope that's not lost, but it's also not in the right spot. How do I explain this in a way that makes sense? My inside plants are inside plants, but they're outside right now. I'll be bringing them back in and they're inside plants again, but like they've always been inside plants, even though they've been outside. It's a conundrum, I know. I'm sorry. It's hard to explain. I'm trying, y'all. Knight of Wands, the Devil, and the Three of Cups. The heart wants what the heart wants, and it doesn't have to make sense to anybody but you. You don't have to explain yourself, guys. Three of Pentacles. There is something here that's going to be worked on, but there is a lot of triggers. There is a lot of tension from the past that might not even have to do with this situation that's getting brought up, that needs to be dealt with, that needs to be healed. There could be like emotional traumas. I'm getting abandonment triggers coming back up, resurfacing. You've been through this business so many times. You know how to recognize it. You might even call it out for what it is in the moment. But if you're dealing with another individual, maybe they aren't as experienced with that. They're not as used to, I want to say, self-criticism. So they're struggling to call things, or they're struggling to categorize some of these emotions, these big feelings they're having. They might be taking stuff out in the wrong department. You know, when one person is really just on your motherfucking nerves and you end up taking it out on somebody else, and immediately you're like, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not even you. I know what it is. I'm so sorry. This person might take it out on somebody else and not even realize they did it. Or it's giving me this scene of somebody kind of exploding, you know, and it could just be that, you know, this is a loved one that's like, hey, I'm worried about you. You haven't been yourself lately. Can we talk about this? And they're just not trying to have it, right? Everybody else has asked them, can we talk? Da, 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 da. And they're really trying to avoid it. So finally, this one person asks them and they explode on that one person. And they're like, everybody just needs to leave me alone, or everybody needs to stop asking me, or, and this one person's like, whoa, shit, dude, this is a coworker. Yeah, they didn't realize that all the friends and all the family have been asking you all weekend long, and here they are coming in Monday, whatever, when the work week starts, just asking you, hey, how's life? How's things going? I heard this happened, and oh my gosh, right? This is somebody that knows that they need to be in hermit mode, but they're not sure how to get themselves in hermit mode because their life has them in a position where they have to go out and be around people. They don't get to just hermit mode as much as they need to right now. So they're triggered. They don't know how to handle it. Again, they're just not as experienced. That's all it is. It just takes practice. It just takes experience. But this person's really struggling with that. But here's the thing. When they're with you, there's something about your presence. There's something about your essence that is naturally healing, that is naturally accepting, that is loving. There's something about your energy that feels like home. They feel safe. They feel comfortable. They can open up about things, even the hard things, even the scary things. They have enough respect for you to be honest with you about things. You're the one that people open up to. So where you think something is dead and gone, it might not actually be as dead as you think. I'm also getting, if this is a loved one, obviously, yes, they have passed on, but your time of communicating with them, visiting with them is not over. It's not. I'm seeing you make coffee. I'm seeing you make tea, not only for yourself, but another one for this person. I'm seeing you put out some kind of snack for them as well. Maybe there's like donuts or cookies. England would call them biscuits. I'm seeing pictures. Oh, very happy pictures too. There's a lot of signs and synchronicities, a lot of messages that this person is bringing you. That's why you're seeing the consecutive numbers, the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, whatnot, what have you, yeah? I do see 333 as well. Somebody knows they can let their hair down and have fun, be real, be themselves around you. And they crave that. They need that right now. But you two might be like on the outs, or because one of you is going through something, maybe both of you are going through something, it's kind of difficult to know how or when to approach the other. So both of you are just kind of like standing back right now. I'm also getting that third party energy. There could be somebody else getting involved. There could be a third person that's like getting the two of you to talk. Like they're inviting one and then they invite the other and they don't tell either of you. They don't tell anybody that they invited the two of you. And they just naturally watch the two of you bump into each other at the, at the juice bar. Just heard a fated meeting. That makes sense because the Wheel of Fortune, first card out. Destiny, fate, fated events, fated meetings, fated run-ins. Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. Oh, I thought you were out of town. There's that unexpected. Look, the Sun and the Ace of Wands. Holy cow. It's about to get so good. It's about to get so good. But first, it's confusing, yeah? First they're sour, then they're sweet. Let's use the feminine wisdom, because it feels to me like right now is a time to really focus on yourself and what it is that's working for you, allowing the things to fall away that are no longer working for you, making the minor and major adjustments in your life. There's something about getting on a new schedule. We have romance, and that's a 3. I was just saying the 3s. Okay, it says love and attraction, and she's wearing, it looks like purple, but it's like a purple blue, so indigo. That's your third eye. There's a psychic connection between two people here. Okay, this is really giving soulmate, meaning you guys are going to come into each other's lives and make a very, very massive impact on each other. And that makes sense. Like I said, you left your mark, or they left their mark, both of you. But there's a soul tie. Which way do you see it? This way? There's a soul tie here. There's something keeping the two of you. Look, and then at the end, that final 3 was a quilt. learning how to bring this tie together, learning how to make sense of it, because look at how confusing all these random strings are. Can you see it? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm still trying to find the best time to record because the lighting has been difficult. Progress, development, and advanced condition. And 21, which is a 3. So, okay. I'm learning how to love. I'm learning how to... Some of you are actually saying, you taught me so much. This person that passed could have been a family member. And family definitely has a way of making an impact on us, don't they? They could have taught you so much and you feel like you still had so much more to learn. The rest of what they have to teach you, they have to be on the other side in order to teach it to you, because it comes with like practice drills, and they can't do that in the physical form. They have to be in the spiritual form to do that. Like they have to be over there to pull the strings necessary. And this is generational. So they fully knew that when they left, they would be passing the rest of the list of things to do on to you, but they're assisting you. This merger, there's some kind of a merger here. We did get the 9 of Pentacles at some point, and that's about inheritance and you receiving. I feel like you're receiving their gifts, their blessings, things that they didn't tap into and things that they did. This is part of how they're still teaching you. Kindness, love in action. I love that. And deer are about being gentle with yourself, with the situation, with others. It's just a very sweet reminder, I think, to remind us to be gentle with ourselves and everything else. Be gentle. Just in totality, be gentle. Very much connected as well. Orange is kind of standing out to me. Home. I did say you felt like home. Safe haven and comfort zone. And we have strength, power, and endurance. I don't know if you can see the card. There's a little bit of nudity on it anyways. But I covered that up. 8, 9, and 5. There's going to be a lot of changes. Unexpected too. For better and for worse. But it does look like the bad happens before all the good happens. And as the good happens, you're still very confused. It'll settle. You just got to give this time. Give it time. Give it time. All right, I'm going to leave it right here. I hope this helps who it needs to, how it needs to. I love yous, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay beautiful.